Hello, everybody. I think that I'm live. So I am doing something a little bit different, and I am sharing my screen here. And I'm going to see, I've never done this before, so I'm hoping my audio is okay. I should double check that. I can't double check it, I don't think, now that I'm in it. Let's just see. Yep, I am auto. Hi, Julie. Okay, so this is a little different. I'm gonna stick this right down here. I don't have my camera on because I just got out of bed. So I'm having my coffee and I thought I would jump on here. Hi, Daisy. And so this is really different. I think this is how I'm going to share the new catalog in January when it comes out. So I usually do a catalog tour and I just flip through my own catalog. But I think this is kind of, I think this is funner to do it this way where you guys can actually see things. So currently it is December 1st. The kids have done their advent calendars and that was fun. And we're getting started with our December. And this morning, Stampin' Up. Hi, Linda. That's okay. That's okay. This is just a quick video and I'll be live actually later around 11 a.m. to do a project with you guys. But I wanted to jump on here right away because I want to get this out in my email and get it over to YouTube. Stampin' Up did a clearance rack refresh. So we're going to go all the way back up here to the top because I was looking through this. And I wanted to show you guys and talk about what is on the clearance rack. So later I will be live around 11 a.m. To do a project. So Stampin' Up has done a clearance rack refresh, which is what we're looking at right now, but also Stampin' Up is doing the retiring list came out. So the holiday catalog that we're in right now, Stampin' Up, a lot of those items are retiring. So let's look at the clearance rack first, and I'll try to keep my eyes on comments. Thanks, Julie. Yeah, I'm having my coffee too. And unfortunately, this morning I've had a cap come off one of my teeth. When I was taking my vitamins, all of a sudden it was an issue and I have a bit of a headache today. So we're going to try to like push through all of the fun things that are happening. It's like the kickoff to all things fun this month, right? So this is the clearance rack refresh, and we'll start just up top. There's a lot of paper on here. The reason I decided to jump on here and share with you guys right away is because I noticed down here at the bottom, there are some blends on here that the colors are retired. So it will be nice if you are wanting to pick up some blends to be able to pick those up. Also, if you ordered last month in the month of November and you earned the embossing folder, that should be here today or tomorrow. And then I will get it sent out to all of those who earned that. So right here, the Flowering Cactus Product Melody Refill. This is a really good deal, you guys. I loved this paper. I think I had a class on it, like a mini class or maybe like a mega class. I loved that paper. I think I still have some left. I love the treat boxes. You guys know that this is where I stock up on my ribbon and I stock up on my pretty packaging. So the Love You Always treat boxes would be great to stock up on. And then there's some twine here. This is beautiful twine. I loved the gray twine. I wish we had that in our lineup normally. And then here's some paper. See, the paper's on a great price, $4.60. For a pack of 12 by 12 paper. And then here's the blends. These colors are retired. They're old in colors. So we have the Rocco Rose, Seaside Spray, Pretty Peacock, which was one of my favorite colors ever. And then the Purple Posy. More ribbon. This ribbon right here, Mossy Meadow striped ribbon, is great for Christmas. So if you're wanting Christmas ribbon, if you're doing December daily like I am and you want ribbon for that project, that's one I'm actually using. So that's a great one. I might pick that up. I've picked up this ribbon several times because it's such a good deal. You get 2 rolls of it for $3.20. Oh, and then this embossing folder is beautiful. So that's a great price for the embossing folder. Some sequins. This is all beautiful paper and a great price for it. Great colors. They're all colors we still have, just the designs we don't have. That's what's retired. And then the brass foil sheets are perfect. Another embossing folder. I think I ended up getting this one. This one is a good one for projects that are like with like fish and the sea and all those kinds of projects. Another embossing folder. Of several embossing folders on here that I really love. Old world paper. And this one here, beautiful. And then again, more ribbon. Oops. I guess I really liked that ribbon. We had to look at it. Some punches. So that's always great. I know I have one customer who loves getting the punches on the clearance rack. She waits till they go on the clearance rack and then she snags them. Our gold pizza boxes, great price. Look at that, $2.80 for a pack. Love it. And then this die, one of my favorite dies. I always keep my packaging dies like that, create these little packages. And look at all these embossing folders. Okay, you guys, this is my favorite embossing folder of all time. The Subtles 3D embossing folder. You guys have seen me use this a ton because I love it. It adds the perfect amount of texture. And then they have this on here twice. I don't know what that's about. Same ribbon on there twice. A set of markers. Again, that's retired colors, but beautiful to pick up. And then here is the cardstock. This will go so fast, you guys. If you are wanting cardstock at all, these colors, these will go fast because I know that there are customers that buy this when it goes on the clearance rack and then they sell it on eBay and they make a killing. And then, oh, this is a fun one, the Craft and Carry Stamparatus bag. You know, I use this to carry my Bible in. So it's like the perfect Bible case. So that's what I use mine for and I love it. This punch here, mini shipping boxes. These are cute. I love these. Of quite a few of these. This is a great butterfly punch. Butterflies never go out of style, right? You just love those. More punches, clear epoxy droplets. These are big though. That's the only thing I didn't like about these is they are thick. They really stand up on a project. More punches. So that's good. Oh, these are great. Oh, these are currently, so some of this is currently unavailable. So it must be already gone. So like the heart, the hearts, these, and then these are not available. And then, oh, and then none of this. So these items on the bottom here. So that's the clearance rack. Some great, great pieces here. And then let's look at the retiring list should be on here. I'm going to go kind of slow as we go up here, and then tell me what's your favorite thing to pick up on the clearance rack. I've actually not seen them do so many embossing folders, so that's actually a really good one to pick up. I've never really thought about picking up embossing folders. I usually get them right away because I love them, but that would be good to pick up on the clearance rack too. But I want to know what's your favorite thing to pick up on the clearance rack. Mine is always #1 ribbon is my top favorite thing to pick up on the clearance rack. So then let's go to the last chance list. So this is going to be items out of the holiday catalog. And these are while supplies last. So if there is anything in here that you must have, that you really want to have, then you're going to want to pick it up. So this, I'll give you some little insider tips here. This paper right here is currently on back order because of the supply chain issue that everybody is experiencing these days. We have a bunch coming into the warehouse, but it hasn't gotten here yet. And so it's currently unavailable, but if you really love this, you're going to want to just make sure you keep an eye on it, because as soon as it comes into the warehouse, it will be available. And there is quite a bit coming into the warehouse because it's been coming for a while. You know, like it's been on its way for a while. And then this is the gingerbread and peppermint memories and more cards. These are amazing. I love them. I just picked up 2 extra packs to have on hand in my Christmas stuff because I loved them so much. Last month's online class was we used these items and it was amazing. Okay, some punches that are going to be retiring. This is in French, but the one that's not in French, we're actually using for this month's class, which will launch tomorrow. You guys will see that tomorrow. The felt is fun. Here's that one that's not in French. This is the Whimsical Wonder, Whimsical Tree bundle, but it's goes with the Whimsical Wonder paper. Some of the Halloween stuff. This die right here, this one right here, I don't know if you guys can see. Yeah, you guys can see my mouse. Okay, so this die right here in this set, we're actually using in this month's class. It is a beautiful die. And it made me want to keep these. I'm going to keep these dies now. Originally, I was like, oh, it's just a Halloween set. It's not anything special. But this die here and this one here, I'm like, I think I need to keep that because it is a beautiful shape and the perfect size. It's not too big, not too small. The other set that we're using in the online class this month is the Merry Snowflake set. Here's those dies. If you just wanted to pick up the dies for these images, you can't go wrong with them. Hey, Carol and Joni, just popping on here. Here's the paper. So some of these papers, this is the gingerbread and peppermint we used last month. And then here's ribbon. And some of this is on sale, you guys. So not all the time and not everything from the retiring list goes on sale. But there are definitely some things that are on sale. So like this ribbon is on sale. Again, a great time to pick it up. So there is that. And this month, my ordering special for you guys is when you spend $50, you get a set of tear and tape adhesive. This stamp set I have not got to use a ton just because I've been using holiday stuff, but the Strong of Heart stamp set is a really amazing stamp set, and Stampin' Up! Donates to Heart Health, a heart health organization. When we buy the stamp set, part of the proceeds for that stamp set go to that charity, which is really amazing. And then here's that Whimsy and Wonder paper. I love this paper, even though it's not traditional holiday. You guys know me. I love my traditional red and green holiday colors, but this has been fun to use. Here's the dies for that set. And then the Cork paper. I'm not a big fan of Cork in general, but I got this and I loved it. The way Stampin' Up! Did it, the design of it, it really was amazing. So this is a really great, you should try this out before it goes away. I really loved it. The texture of it, the color of it, all of that. And then some stamps here. This embossing folder. I never did get this embossing folder because I wasn't sure how to use it, but I've seen a lot of projects with it that I might have to pick it up now that it's retiring and it's on sale a little bit. It's a unique folder. It's one folder with 2 different designs. This paper right here is what we are using in our December class. It is currently unavailable, but my hope is crossing my fingers, wishing upon a star, and praying with everything within me that this is going to be available in the next week because it's what I've designed my whole class for. And then we have some stamp sets here. Also these, hopefully we have these coming into the warehouse. And then this stamp set, I will have, I bought this specifically for a specific project. I haven't used it yet, but I hope to do that this month. Gold vellum is beautiful to have on hand. I think this would be really pretty for wedding cards. Now, I'm not a big wedding card person. I don't know a lot, you know, like you get to a certain stage in life and people stop getting married and stop having babies, you know, until like your friends' kids end up growing up and like getting married and having kids. But we're kind of in that stage where we're not going to a lot of weddings and people aren't having a lot of babies. But this gold vellum would be beautiful for wedding cards or invitations. Has anybody ever made invitations? I've never attempted to make invitations. Here's some more stamp sets. So there's a lot on the last chance list because these items are retiring at the end of the month because we have a brand new catalog coming out. And then make sure when you're in here, and if you're clicking on one of these, some of these are in French and then some of them are not. So just make sure you're getting the right stamp. I've done that before where I've just clicked and I've seen the image and then I get it and I'm like, oh, this is in French. And then again, if it says currently unavailable, just keep your eye on it because it just means it's out of stock right now and we're just waiting to get it. You know, this whole supply chain issue problem we're all facing. Stampin' Up! Has actually been facing this problem and a lot of businesses have been facing this problem since way before it was on the news and making headlines. Stampin' Up's actually been dealing with it for the last 2 years. Some more stamp sets here. We're using the dies in our class this month. The online class will be featuring all of these beautiful snowflakes. They were amazing to work with. And I'm so happy I picked up this. I was not going to get this at all. I was like, oh, I have plenty of snowflake items, but these are stitched. So these snowflakes have stitched, like the stitched features on them, which make them beautiful. Love this. I love the sentiments. We used these sentiments in last month's class. There's a lot on this last chance list. The stencils, make sure you pick up these stencils. They're beautiful with the snowflakes and the stripes. And then here's the diamond weave ribbon. This is beautiful. I need a couple more rolls of this. And then knit together bundle. Oh, the decorative mats. These are going to be great to pick up as well. These, I used these a ton. I think I went through at least 3 or 4 packages of these. I got this stamp set here and I have yet to use it. So I really need to use it. Here's those snowflake dies, stitched snowflake dies. If you just want the dies. And then these are the shaker domes. So these are the other thing that's really great to pick up and have on hand for later on, just to have in your stash to be able to pull out to make these kinds of cards, are the shaker domes. So these match this set here. This is in French, but it matches this set to make those types of shaker cards. Again, some great stamps and bundles here. Also, remember when you're getting a bundle, you're saving 10%. These dies are great to have, the stocking dies. It has this great stitched like tag in it. I went to use this on a card the other day and I was like, oh, it's kind of big. Like it's bigger than I thought it was. Clever cats retiring. Gift giving dies. These are actually cute. It's like seeing them cut out like that makes me want, I never did pick this one up, but maybe I need to. Polar bear dies. And then the holly border punch. I grabbed this punch just on its own. I didn't get the stamp set with it because I love the holly on it. And I've actually used it and punched out and done the holly and it's really, really cute. Again, this stamp set's in French, but I think here it is in English. That's the one. And then the red velvet and the red and green foil sheets. These I'll totally pick up and have in my stash because hello, red and green foil, you can always use. Wonderful gems. These are beautiful. You'll want to pick those up and those are on sale. So that's nice. And then this ribbon is on sale as well. And this is beautiful ribbon. Black glimmer paper. You guys know I will totally stock up on that. So I have it in my stash for the rest of the year. And then that is it for the retiring list. So those are all the items that are retiring. This is great Christmas paper too. We used a lot of this last month. So my calendar has come out. Let me go on over to Facebook and let me see if I can show you guys the calendar and my ordering special. So I put my calendar up last night. Here is the ordering special right here. So you get a roll of tear and tape. You place a $50 order. Okay. And then I have the calendar. Let's make that bigger. So I'll be sharing this. I've revamped this a little bit for you guys. Anything in blue is what I'm doing, like what is happening, a blog post and a YouTube video, my December class, last day to sign up for Paper Pumpkin. But then anything in orange is just a like a crafty thing or a fun thing that you can do. So like this one Saturday, spend 2 hours coloring. And then I did something fun, you guys, if you follow me and follow along kind of with me, there's a couple spots on here that say watch a Hallmark Christmas movie. And I am not a lover of Hallmark Christmas movies, Hallmark movies in general. I think they're really, really cheesy, but my mom loves them. And my mom usually spends the month of December with us. She usually spends, 2.5 to 3 weeks with us, and she loves them. And so she watches them all day long when she's here. And I have to admit that sometimes I get caught up in them. So I thought it was fun to put this on here, watch a Hallmark Christmas movie and maybe do some crafting. So my calendar is up. It's just one page now. So I've simplified that for you guys. You can print it out, and then the host code is right on here. The host code will go from the 1st to the 25th. And it's right here for you guys. So hopefully that's easier for you to find. And so you can print that out. And then, like I said, the ordering special is right here. And then at 11 a.m. this morning, my time, Pacific Standard Time, I will be live and I will be making a project with you guys. We'll be making my favorite card kits. And so we'll make that today. And I will craft along with you guys and hang out. So thanks so much for popping on here with me. I just wanted to share the last chance list with you and the clearance rack update. And if you have any questions, let me know. And then I will see you guys at 11 a.m. to do a little bit of crafting with you and give you guys some updates. And I hope that you guys are having a great day, and I will chat with you guys later.